Starting your day with God is one of the most profound choices you can make. It's an intentional act that sets a divine tone for everything that unfolds afterward. When you open your eyes and dedicate the first moments to Him, you're inviting His presence to be the guiding force of your day. This simple yet powerful act aligns your heart with His purpose, creating a spiritual foundation that influences every decision, interaction, and thought. Imagine the peace and clarity that come when you begin each morning with this sacred conversation. It's like anchoring your spirit in divine truth before the chaos of the day begins to swirl around you. Taking time to talk with God first isn't merely about fulfilling a religious ritual. It's about cultivating a genuine relationship. It's a sacred pause, a moment of intimacy where you acknowledge His sovereignty and express your dependence on His wisdom. This quiet time reminds us that we're not alone in our struggles, hopes, or fears. When we start with prayer, we declare that our lives are under His care and that His guidance is more valuable than any worldly plan. It's an act of trust, a surrender that releases burdens and invites His peace to flood our hearts, transforming anxiety into calm and chaos into order. Many of us wake up caught up in the rush, overwhelmed by responsibilities, deadlines, and expectations. We jump into the day often without pausing to seek divine direction. But what if we deliberately paused before the busyness began and offered those first precious minutes to God? What if we expressed gratitude for new beginnings, sought His guidance for decisions, and surrendered our plans into His hands? This intentional act transforms ordinary mornings into sacred encounters. It grounds us in the unshakable truth that we are loved by God and guided by divine purpose, anchoring our entire day in His eternal promises. A morning prayer is more than just words spoken aloud. It's a declaration of faith. It's a reminder that regardless of the challenges we face, we are rooted in a strength greater than ourselves. When we seek God first, everything else begins to fall into divine order. Our worries diminish, our focus sharpens, and hope wells up within us. The act of prayer becomes an anchor amidst life's uncertainties, providing clarity and peace that only divine connection can bring. It's a spiritual reset, a moment to realign our hearts with His divine plan, setting us up for victory over doubt and discouragement. Reflect for a moment on the power of those early moments with God. They are opportunities for renewal, an invitation to reset our perspective and realign ourselves with divine wisdom. As we pour out our hearts in prayer, we also open ourselves to receive His love, comfort, and guidance. This daily discipline cultivates a resilient spirit, one that is prepared to face whatever the day might bring with confidence and grace. Over time, these moments become a sanctuary, a sacred space where our souls are refreshed and strengthened for the journey ahead. Incorporating morning prayer into your daily routine can be life-changing. It's a declaration that God is first in your life and that His voice matters above all else. When you prioritize Him at the start, you're affirming your dependence on His strength and wisdom. This act of devotion not only deepens your relationship with Him, but also overflows into every part of your life. Your decisions, your interactions, your reactions. Everything begins to align with His divine plan, and you walk through your day with a sense of divine purpose and assurance. Think about the times when your day felt out of control, perhaps because you started without seeking God's guidance. Now, imagine how different it could be if you had begun with prayer. That simple act can bring order to chaos, peace to anxiety, and purpose to confusion. It's in those quiet, surrendered moments of connection that we find the clarity and confidence to navigate our day with calmness and certainty. Prayer becomes a compass, guiding us through the storms and helping us stay centered in His love and plan. Remember, prayer is not just asking, it's also listening. When you start your day talking with God first, you open your heart to His voice. You invite His wisdom to guide your decisions and His peace to calm your fears. Sometimes, in those moments of silence, you'll hear His gentle whispers of encouragement, direction, and love. These divine messages can transform your mindset, reshape your outlook, and fill you with a renewed sense of purpose. Listening in prayer allows us to receive divine insights that illuminate our path and empower us to move forward with confidence. The importance of this prayer cannot be overstated. It's a vital spiritual discipline that nurtures your soul and strengthens your relationship with God. It's a daily reminder that you are not alone, that divine power is always available to help you overcome obstacles, fears, and doubts. When you give God the start of your day, you're declaring your trust in His sovereignty and His perfect timing. This act of faith paves the way for divine order to reign in your life, aligning your actions with His divine will and purpose. Embrace the discipline of morning prayer as a sacred gift, a divine opportunity to start each day with purpose and intention. Make it a daily habit and watch how your life begins to shift. Each prayer deepens your faith, broadens your perspective, and heightens your awareness of God's presence, love, and plans for your life. In that heightened awareness, you discover strength, hope, and joy that sustain you through both good days and challenging ones. Prayer becomes your spiritual anchor, keeping you grounded in divine truth no matter what circumstances arise. As we conclude, I encourage you to make this prayer a non-negotiable part of your morning routine. Seek God first, speak to Him honestly, and listen with an open heart. Trust that as you do, everything will fall into place: your worries, your plans, your purpose. Remember, God is always ready to meet you in those first moments, guiding you into a day filled with His peace, strength, and divine favor. It's in this sacred encounter that the chaos of life turns into clarity, and your spirit is renewed for the journey ahead. So, start today, give God the start of your day, and watch how everything begins to fall into divine alignment. Your life is a journey of faith, and each morning prayer is a step closer to divine fulfillment. May your days be filled with His love, clarity, and purpose. Be encouraged that His presence makes all the difference. It transforms ordinary routines into extraordinary encounters with grace. Trust in His timing, and let His peace lead you into each new day with confidence and hope. If this message has blessed your heart, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's spread this encouragement and spiritual upliftment to others who need to experience the power of starting their day with God. Remember, choosing to seek Him first is the most powerful decision you can make. And today is the perfect day to begin. Together, let's walk in faith, knowing that when we start with God, everything truly falls into place.